Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract.
Alrighty, what's up? How y'all doing? We here live via satellite. Hoops and Brews, episode number 204. We're back. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Father's Day, my guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I bought my first pair of baby shoes today. I got my baby some Jordans. I ain't had no Jordans till I was like, I don't even know what age, like 14 or something like that. So shout out to her. But I guess that's what you work for though. So I'm great. I'm doing great, man. It's been a great past been a great 2 weeks actually, because I found out the sex of my kid like 10, 12 days ago. So yeah, it's been a great 2 weeks. So
shout out there.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. How you feeling though?
Living, taking a day at a time.
I feel you. But man, I mean, NBA, honestly, because I was about to say, I keep thinking the season is approaching, but I don't really know.
Yeah,
I mean, I know people that work, adjacent to those leagues and all that stuff like that. I don't think anybody knows if this thing is gonna actually happen.
Nobody knows anything, bro. I feel like nobody knows, and the people, they won't even know until like last minute what they're doing. And even when they get there, they still won't know. Literally, they won't know until they start, bro. And even when they get there, ain't no point. I mean, like, well, I'm not saying ain't no point, ain't no guarantee that it's gonna even start.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. You could just blur your background. I don't like that thing. It looked too like cartoons, but you could just blur your background. But anyways, man, it's Hoops and Brews. What's up? How are all of you all doing out there? It's your boy TPJ. As always, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's REELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, on Hoops and Brews, we drink beer, we talk basketball. The show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavy. Go ahead, get your plug in.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. Pavy.com. Please go check that out.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Pavy. Shout out to Hoops and Brews. If you're over the age of 21, please always drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. If you're under the age of 21, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong unless you're in Canada. But today we got a fun show for you guys. We got some things to talk about. So I guess I'll start it off with, first off, should the NBA return? What do you think about? What do you think about everything that's been going on? Obviously, like, there's been a bunch of positive coronavirus tests in Florida. A lot of football teams have been getting a lot of positive coronavirus tests.
Baseball
Dr. Fauci or Fucci, whatever his name is, I don't know how you pronounce it. Dr. Anthony Fauci, I think that's how you say his name. He said that if football is going to be played, then they're going to be playing football like they do in a bubble. But Donald Trump said that Dr. Fauci doesn't, or Fauci doesn't control what happens in the NFL, which is wild, bro. This man is like one of the heads of the CDC, bro, saying like, nah, bro, y'all ain't gonna be able to have no football because they trying to have football games with a full stadium.
They don't like each other. Like literally,
do you know why?
It's like very It's very childlike things going on. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go against this, not because it's the right thing to do, just because I just don't like this guy. So it's very childlike thing.
He also said in his speech that he ordered them to slow down the testing so that way there wouldn't be as many cases reported.
And that was a wild thing to say. Yeah, that was a wild thing to actually go up there, and wild thing to go up there.
The White House claims he was joking. They claim he was joking.
No, he's probably serious. He's probably serious.
Oh, I know he was dead. 100% serious. He was 100% serious. He was like, yo, these cases going up.
Cases going up. Stop testing, bro. Stop testing, bro. Stop testing, bro. Stop testing, bro. Stop. Relax. Because even
closing your eyes not gonna make this go away.
Because even with the one thing I do want to know about Florida and about all the other states that are having high numbers, is how many tests they are administering daily. I know I saw something that said like a 12% positive rate. Did that mean 12% of the people in the state were positive? Or did that mean that 12% of everybody that got tested came back positive?
No, it's 12%. Everybody got tested. They never talking about the whole state. They talking about everybody got tested. So if it's, for example, like 70,000 people getting tested,
that means 12% of 70,000 came back positive.
Yeah. So so it don't mean that literally 12% of the whole population. It just means that based upon the sample size that they have, it's 12%. So they're assuming that that's the percentage of the rate within the population.
I mean, that's alarming, obviously, because it's 12%, like 4,000. But at least it's not like 8,000 people getting tested and 4,000 coming back positive. It's like 50% or.
I mean, if it was 50%, bro, it would be bad.
I mean, I mean, not granted, and that's like not to say it can't get that high, because I mean, with obviously this seems to be something.
I hope it don't.
Yeah, that seems to be something.
Otherwise, I bought all these damn baby shoes for no reason. We all finna be up out of here.
Relax.
Gee, them numbers get over 50%. Gee, it's a wrap. G.
I think I saw that the infection rate is like I guess every person it affects one person. It's like 1.3 right now. Something like 1.3 infection rate. Allegedly, masks can strongly slow down, the virus. As far as shit they play, is it the safest thing to do? Probably not.
Hanging out yesterday, and it was more than like two people in a room. We had on masks. We did. Like we dead ass did. We had on masks. We was partying. We was hanging. We was still drinking. But guess what? In the middle of that, the mask was on, and we were still having fun. We had a ball. But what was happening? We had on masks. We wasn't in it all willy nilly and shit with fucking 28 million people in a gap. Gee, I'll be seeing these videos of people in the club. Like, why do you want to go to the club with 1,000 people? First weekend out the Rona.
People want to have fun. People want to have fun, bro.
I understand so much beach. At least at the beach, the wind is blowing like a motherfucker.
It's so much else going on, bro.
It's a lot of stuff going on. It's like wow, bro.
It's so much else going on. It's probably hard to even convince people to even care about that, bro. That's probably like the least of people worries, honestly, bro. There's so much else going on, G. Like getting sick is probably like the least of people worries. It's like if I get sick, hopefully I recover. It's so much else going on, bro. Police killing somebody every day. People ain't got no jobs. People ain't got no money. Some people didn't even get their stimulus checks. There's so much else going on. People like, gee, if I get sick, hopefully I recover, bro. Like, so it's so much else going on. With all that being said, shit they play. I mean, I don't know. I think they should be given the option to play, and I think that if the players don't want to play, I appreciate the fact that the NBA isn't penalizing anybody who says they don't want to play. You shouldn't. I think that this is a very unprecedented situation in sports history, in American sports history, and there's really no right or wrong way to go through everything. I think that everybody needs to do what's best for them. Maybe what's best for you is, maybe you want to go down there and play, make your money. Maybe you just really miss basketball or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to go down there and play. You don't want to get sick. Your focus is on other things. Maybe you don't want to leave your family, which are all very commendable, and very respectable reasonings. So, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what anybody should do. I will say that if they do proceed to play, I think it will be interesting to see if it works. Because it could go really bad, or it could be somewhere it's like this was mad innovating. Like this was a incredibly innovative thing, and it could give other sports leagues and just other things in life hope that we can still have some sense of life and normalcy as we ride this thing out and wait for whatever to happen. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that, personally, I'm not really concerned about the athletes themselves getting sick and worried about them as much as I'm worried about the peripheral people that are, I'm sorry for looking down, but as much as I'm worried about the peripheral people that, surround all of these athletes. So I think that if I'm the NBA, the thing you don't want to happen is like what happened before Trump's rally the other day, where like 6 campaign people tested positive right before the rally, like the day before. Like if you're the NBA, you don't want to kind of have to deal with that. But that's part of like basically making everybody put themselves in quarantine for 2 weeks and all of that. But I think that that's going to be really hard for them to, like, the rest of the world is going to be able to do whatever they want to do. And all of these guys basically got to be stuck in like Disneyland with each other, without their families for like 3 months. I think that they should put cameras everywhere and just put a live stream up because it's going to be the most ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous.
I don't want to know how much decadence and as Tracy Morgan would say, how much decadence and debauchery is going to be happening down there in Orlando. They talking about they got a hotline for snitches. If you snitch, LeBron is going to make sure you don't play basketball no more.
And also all of the different age groups being locked up there is a thing too. If you're 22, this shit sounds fun as hell. If you're 22, it sounds like literally extended college, just like or like an AAU tournament. If you 34, it sounds like, come on, G, I'm a grown, super grown man. G, like, what you want with me? But if you 21, 20 years old, like some of these guys are, that sounds like the time of your life. That sounds like summer camp to me.
Which of them NBA players got like 80 million kids? Which one of them is he keep having kids? Is he in the playoffs? The one that keep having kids. He got like 9 kids. Like an NBA player, he got like 9 kids, 9, 10 kids.
He got Antonio Cromartie, ain't you?
Oh yeah, you know what? I was thinking about Antonio Cromartie.
That's football. Yeah, it's football.
That man had
my cousin. He's low-key my cousin.
That man had a vasectomy and still had a kid.
He's low-key probably my cousin. Like, not even joking. The Nashes and Cromarties come from the same plantation in like right outside Tallahassee. And he's from Tallahassee. He's literally probably my cousin. Like, distant cousin. Not even joking. Like, I'm dead serious. Not even like joking. It's real facts.
That's hilarious. That man, Antonio Cromartie, is a wild man. But I think, what do you think will be the 3 biggest issues for the NBA players inside of the bubble? What do you think are those 3 big issues that if you're a player inside of that bubble and you actually do decide that you're going to go and play, what are the 3 biggest things that you'll be worried about outside of COVID?
I mean, I think obviously your family. You know, if you have a full-on family, like some guys' worries are different than others. Some guys don't really have family, so that's not really their own family. So that's not really a case of strong emphasis for them. And then other guys, the older guys, and the guys who are like 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, who have whole family, wives, kids. Obviously, I think your family, especially leaving them at, you know, such an uncertain time. I think your family. 2, things to do. Like, things to do. Like, I'm an NBA, I'm used to doing what I do. And you telling me I can't leave, and I am an adult. And then also, I think lastly, injury. I think, go ahead.
They better be glad Jordan Bell ain't make the playoffs, because you know that man was gonna be running up some charges, bro.
Oh yeah, because you do it rules.
You definitely you froze, bro. You might want to hit the stop. Yeah, hit the stop on your video and then hit the. I mean, just like hit the video button and then do it again. Yeah, there we go. All right, you're not frozen more. But yeah, Jordan Bell, bro. I know they glad as hell he didn't make the playoffs. The pay-per-view bills is gonna be going crazy.
Would have been going crazy.
He would have been blaming him on Coach Pop. Like, I ain't one of them. Coach Pop ordered him.
And then, like I said, lastly, injury. You know, you are dealing with a situation in which, you know, guys haven't played basketball, really competitive basketball, in basically at that point in time 5 months. So I think one of the last concerns is injury, and you know, keeping guys healthy and keeping their bodies healthy.
Gee, we got to name this episode. Jordan Bell would have blamed it on Pop, and I'm just gonna put that man head on that little kid that was snitching, the one that's pointing.
Pointing. Yeah, that's pointing.
Definitely, G. He definitely. That was Pop.
It was Pop. It wasn't me. Steph did that, bro.
Bro, do you know how disrespectful you got to be to have ordered pornos and then said that it was your assistant coach, G? That's wild, bro.
That's not really.
That's wild, G.
First of all, why are you? Nah, my thing is like, why?
You've been known to do this more than once, though, bro. He did it like more than once.
You're in the NBA. Why are you ordering porn, bro? Why go engage in actual activity, bro? You're in the NBA. I'm sure you can find somebody. I am sure you can find somebody. Why are you ordering porn? Who orders porn anymore? That's not on OnlyFans, because OnlyFans is a new thing. Like, who literally sit there and orders porn?
I'm sure a lot of people still got their subscriptions.
You wild as hell if you got a subscription to Bang Bros in 2020.
I'm sure
mad flagrant.
A few people with some plumper passes on here. Or some Evil Angel subscriptions.
That man said plumper pass, G. Plumper pass. Of all the things you could have said first, that man said a plumper pass subscription, bro. Yo, what you be on? That man said a plumper pass. Oh, my guy. My guy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it'll be for you. What's the three main things that you worry about for players if they do so decide to go down there and play?
Three main things for players. I think entertainment. I think mental health and anxiety. And lastly, I'm gonna say family stress. Family stress, because like even though some of these players might be up against it right now in terms of trying to figure out the stuff in terms of the money, they're at home. Versus if they're not gonna be at home, then that means that basically the family stress is going to be heightened because now, yeah, it might be some checks coming in, but you still not there. And they still have to worry about if you get sick or something bad happens or someone else gets sick, you won't have the opportunity to be there. So I think on the players, as much as it's going to weigh on them about mental health, I also think that just like everyday family stresses is going to weigh on them because we don't even know which players might have just had children or might have a girlfriend pregnant right now while all of it's going on. If like me, like my girlfriend got pregnant and then quarantine happened a month later. So I didn't pretty much spent the past 4 months in the house with just her and the baby. You know what I mean? So even if I would have had to leave her, I don't know if I could do that because it's just like it's a lot of stuff going on. So I just think the family stresses, or even knowing that certain actual NBA players have lost family members and stuff like that. I think that stuff is going to weigh in on a lot of these guys' brains more so than anything. I think that even us, your spouses and stuff like that, and also thinking about people with older children, like their children, that are old enough to be able to contextualize what's going on in the world right now will understand, what I mean? They're going to understand that their father, their dad is going to play basketball and that like it's a big thing and it's like going to make a lot of people happy. But like, I think that they also will understand as well that it's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now and they're scared and their anxiety level is naturally going to be higher. So without their parent there to kind of help ease that as well, I think that that's going to be something that a lot of those guys that are fathers, of children that aren't adults or nearly adults, is going to be something that I think is going to be like a really, something that's going to really weigh on them. I think their own mental health from being in isolation away from people is going to be its own thing. But I think also just the literal normal family stress is going to drive a lot of these guys insane over those 3 months.
And on the basketball side, tampering. Do you know how much tampering is going to be going on?
I don't think anybody cares about tampering because tampering don't matter because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Like even the off season for next season, you think anybody taking some time to negotiate? Shit, they're gonna be signing them goddamn. Next off season, you're gonna see the fastest NBA contract free agency in history. It's gonna take people 12 minutes to sign all their deals. Because some players might not even play next year due to COVID concerns, which means it's gonna be a lot of replacement guys in the NBA. I think you might even see some old players come back. A few of them that was that was bubble signing roster spots, bubble type players. So yeah, I think I keep doing this. I keep accidentally hitting this button on my chair, and I think that I think next year free agency gonna be a breeze. Now 2022, actually the 2021 free agency gonna be wild, but 2020 we thought it was gonna be a week anyways, right? Other than AD. But if you AD, I ain't going nowhere.
DeMarcus,
You don't care about
the Spurs. I don't think they want that man to opt in and take that $30 million. Do you? Decline that.
Who you talking about, LaMarcus?
DeMar.
DeMar.
Decline that. I don't want you to opt in and take this $28 million. I'm not declining that now. I guess I'm gonna be in San Antonio.
Hey, look. If I'm DeMar, I'm calling my agent and I'm gonna say, look, you send them a message immediately once the season ends, and I want all of these to say is howdy. All right. Howdy. All right. Send them a message and say howdy. Cause guess what? I'll put on these boots and these spurs, and we're about to go ahead, and we're about to, it's gonna be some gunslinging in San Antonio, cause I'm about to be shooting some shots.
You gotta
for
send
that
in,
for that $30 million.
You gotta send in that Wolf of Wall Street.
Not even
piece.
that. Dude.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Hey.
I'm not fucking leaving. Yeah, you gotta send them that.
Dude, that gotta be the title. That gotta be the title. I'm gonna put the bar face on Leo. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
So like Marc Gasol, I think no. I think he ends his player option for this year. I think Biyombo I think Biyombo's on the last year of his deal. I'm just thinking of that. Drummond. I know Drummond had a player option. I mean, you were thinking that he might opt out and try to get a max, but I mean, now you might just, who knows if the Cavs even with, to offer that max. Now you might opt in. I think a lot of guys who teams were expecting to possibly opt out of those 1-year deals and maybe try to get more money elsewhere. I don't know if you're gonna see them trying to opt out no more because the future is so uncertain, especially for next year. Because who knows? Because does it get better? Does it get worse? Who really knows what's gonna happen? Like, everybody's kind of living day to day with this thing and just waking up and dealing with the news as it goes, and nobody even knows what it is or what happens. Like, nobody is. It's still what month 6 of this. You don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And my mother was saying that Chicago said they got 3 different strains of it.
Yeah, like nobody knows what it is. Like, we probably really won't know what we were looking at until 10, 20 years down the road. Either we're gonna look back and say, yo, we didn't do enough, or we're gonna look back and say we did the most and it wasn't that serious. Which one is it gonna be? I have no idea.
I don't think we're gonna ever say we did the most and it wasn't that serious, because I think, what has it been, over 200,000 people worldwide have died? That's a lot of family members. A lot of family members. And a lot of them were older individuals. So that's a lot of the last generation that was killed off probably many years before they were probably meant to leave this earth. So I don't think anybody's gonna look back and say we did too much. I think people will look back and say that the people in charge didn't do enough. But I don't think. But also even I honestly think people, regardless of even if nobody gets sick tomorrow, I still think we're gonna look back and say they didn't do enough, because I think this could have been. I think on the scale at which it was allowed to spread, it could have been done a lot better if handled by more mature people. And I think that they waited until it was too late. And they waited until it was too late while knowing it was happening, because we saw that there were politicians that were putting bets on the stock market weeks ahead of COVID and all these shutdowns. So they knew it was coming. They just were trying to wait until the very, very last minute. And then once Rudy got the Rona, it was it.
I would agree with you if it wasn't people in front of like courthouses begging for haircuts. So I think, again, I don't know what we're gonna say. I think a certain segment of the population would say that, and then another segment of the population won't say that.
But ignorant people are always gonna say ignorant things.
Exactly.
But that don't make it facts. Just because it's ignorant don't make it facts. The same people that was on the court steps with guns over haircuts, they're idiots. We knew that then. We were saying they were stupid.
Yeah, yes, but same time, again, for those people as well, I can't eat. I'm fired off of my job. I can't go back to work. I can't get a paycheck for 2 months. Bro, I need to feed my family. So again, I don't know what we'll say in 10 years. Also, we usually ain't the ones that tell the story. History usually ain't told by the people who lived it. It's told by the other people, the people below that who didn't live it. They usually write history.
Dying, though. Yeah, but we the ones that's supposedly dying from this thing at disproportionate rates. So if we the ones that's dying from this thing at disproportionate rates, I don't think any measure is too strong. I think there are a lot of people that wish they could have their parents back or their loved ones back or their children back or whatever back.
Of course,
obviously. So I understand that there will be ignorant people who will be like, we did too much. Yeah, we did too much, but how are you doing? But is money worth more than humanity? And I think that's really what it boils down to. Is money worth more than humanity? And I don't think money is worth more than humanity. And we've seen plagues come throughout the history of mankind and wipe out entire populations of people, wipe out entire generations of people. So I don't think that this is nothing to play with. And also, we haven't gone through a full winter with knowing every, you know what I mean?
Again,
so
like I said,
even if it happened in November or December or January, that's near the end of winter. That's not at the beginning of flu season, at the beginning of allergy season. Like, it's you know what I mean?
Like I said, we won't,
still more times ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, we won't know until like 10, like we're still at we don't even know what type of disease it is yet, which is why I think everybody has so much uncertainty. I think if it was something like, I don't know, like pneumonia times 2 or something, at least you know what it is, you know what it is, how to deal with it, how to treat it. Like, yes, but like listen to what I'm saying though. Like, if it was, I'm just saying, like, if it was
3.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if it was something that you had at least seen before in history, is new, which is the part, is new. Even if it was the Spanish flu again, it's like, okay, at least we've seen it before. We can compare some. We know how to treat it. We know what to do. I don't even think people know how to treat it yet, which is why I think there's so much uncertainty going around everything, because, like, you don't even know how to treat it. It's like, do ventilators help? Do they kill people? Do they really help? What type of medicine do you give to people?
I mean, if your lungs are collapsing, yeah, a ventilator is going to help because it's breathing for you.
Yeah, but I've heard things that say like ventilators don't help because they take everything away. I've heard people say ventilators damage the lungs as well. So I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, but if it's a wild disease that's ravaging your lungs anyways, something that's gonna keep you breathing versus it might do a little damage. I would much rather take that damage than to not have it.
Yes, what I'm saying. Point being is we don't even know technically specifically how to treat it yet. Like, what medicine do you even go to if you get it? There's no definite medicine for it. So I think that's also kind of the scary part about it, and why everybody's being so cautious and why everything is shut down, because you don't know what it is. So when it comes to the league, I mean, we'll see. Like, I have no idea what they should do. I'm not a health professional. I'm not a scientist. I have no idea. I do think that they should be given the option to play. And I think that every player deciding on that should be on a what's best for me and my family basis.
Okay. All right. I'm not upset at that. But let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's actually talk. We had this conversation, this drunk conversation last night.
You had this drunk conversation last night. You was getting your ass whooped outside of 15 minutes.
I just want to say, and that's a lie. That's a lie. I just want to say, for the record, I ain't played 2K in a year, and yeah, you won 4 games to my 1, but I do 5 or 4. It was 4. We played. I'm sorry, 5. No. We played 5 total games. You won 4 games. I won 1. Yeah. But still, I lost 1 game. I lost actually lost 2 games late. I lost 2 games late, and I cooked you in 1 game. You had to quit in the first half. So guess what? We could have
kept playing it.
That's fine. That's fine with me. Hey, you could bring the Xbox through anytime. Okay. Because mine died, and I'm not buying a new one until the PS5 or the Xbox, whatever the new thing is called. I'm not about to spend because Xbox still $300. I'm like, what the hell is that? Why are they still $300 when you're about to drop a new system that's about to cost $400?
I mean, you get a used one. It's like
but I don't want no used one. Give me that PS5. Give me that PS5. PS5.
I respect it.
And also, the PS5 controllers look like Xbox controllers now, which is hilarious.
It's very funny.
But the conversation was Andre Drummond. Would you say that Andre Drummond is a Hall of Famer? I say, I believe Andre Drummond is a future Hall of Famer.
No, the hell he ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, the hell he ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not getting in the Hall of Fame.
I think he is.
He would have to have a hell of a second half. He's been in the league 7 years already. He would have to go on
but he a 3-time rebounding champ already.
Okay. And a 2-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA. It's not good enough yet. He got to at least get to about 3 more All-NBAs.
He only 26 too. He gonna play until he like 38. He gonna play forever. His game is not predicated on his athleticism. His game is predicated on how large of a human being he is and his tenaciousness to want to grab rebounds, which was making me extremely angry yesterday when I was playing with you because Kevin Love can out-rebound anybody.
But that's also No, but that's also why I think the Cavs could be a playoff team next year if next year happens. I'm dead serious. I think Colin Sexton, which was also why when people talk about the trade, I don't think the Cavs did bad in the Kyrie trade. You actually might look back and say that they won the trade because they got Colin Sexton, who I think is going to at least be a 20-point scorer for the Cavs for the next 10 years if he chooses to stay in Cleveland. Kyrie gone from Boston already. That experiment did not work. See, he already gone from Boston already. At least the Cavs got Colin Sexton. You got Colin Sexton, you got Garland, you got kind of like your Dame and CJ combination, and then you have quite possibly, if Tristan stays, if Tristan leaves, whatever. But if he decides to stay in Cleveland, you have, I think, far and away the best rebounding front court in the league. One of the best rebounding front courts ever, honestly.
Okay, look, I'll put it this way: Andre Drummond has more rebounds right now than Kevin McHale, and more rebounds right now than Alonzo Mourning. And he has more rebounds than Scottie Pippen, more rebounds than Oscar Robertson.
How many more All-NBA teams they have made?
McAdoo. I'm just saying, more rebounds than. Hold on, wait a minute.
Dope.
Look, and wait a minute. He's gonna catch LaMarcus very, very soon. He's gonna catch Willis Reed by next season. He low key. At the rate he's gonna finish probably a top 25 rebounder of all time.
He probably will. I don't doubt
that makes him a Hall of Famer because that's the same. Yes, it does. You want to know why? Because it's the same. Yes, yeah. This is why I would say it does. This is why I would say it does because at this rate he's scoring 1,000 points per season, basically at this rate that he's currently on. All right. If he's scoring 1,000 points per season, he's already at almost 8,000 points. If he finishes his career with 12,000 rebounds and 12,000 points, he's gonna make the Hall of Fame. Ben Wallace don't even have 12,000 points.
Yeah, but Ben Wallace is a full-time defensive player of the year, and he ain't even in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but I think that
he's not getting in the Hall of Fame unless
I think Ben Wallace got total of 6,254 career points. Andre Drummond already has more than that.
That's dope.
Andre Drummond might pass Ben Simmons. I'm sorry, not Ben Simmons. He might pass Ben Wallace in total rebounders probably in 2 years.
That's dope, but he doesn't have the
Andre Drummond is a Hall of Famer.
He doesn't have the individual awards, which also counts when it comes to the Hall of Famer.
Not right now.
But again, you also need individual awards. Unless Andre Drummond goes on a tear from here on out and racks up some individual awards, I don't see that in his future. I think Andre Drummond would be one of those guys who gets lost in history. And when you think back on it, you'll be like, damn, Andre Drummond was a boy. He was a beast. But it's gonna be somebody where you're gonna have to know basketball to know what Andre Drummond did.
Yeah, but
Tom Chambers has 20,000 points and he's not in the Hall of Fame, bro. Wait a minute.
I have a retort. Drummond was he leading the NBA in rebounds this year?
Probably. No, so probably. Yeah, probably.
NBA, hold on, wait a minute. NBA rebounding leaders 2020. Drummond right now is total rebounds Whiteside, but Drummond has the highest per rebound total right now in the NBA at 15.2 this season, meaning that he is going to win his 4th rebounding title in the past 5 years, bro.
Rebounds don't get you in the Hall of Fame.
Wait a minute. He's also All-NBA 3rd team, and he a 2-time All-Star. He's only played 7 seasons.
He got to keep going. He got to go on a tear. He has to go on a tear. Again, he has to go on a tear from here on out.
He don't.
He has to go. He's not right now. He does not have enough to be anywhere near the Hall of Fame conversation.
Yes, he does. At this
Cat
rate,
got a better Hall of Fame argument right now than he does.
I disagree with that. Cat dead ass
does. Cat has a better. Yes, he does.
I disagree with that.
Yes, he does. Karl-Anthony a better Hall of Fame resume right now than Drummond.
No, he don't.
Yes,
Drummond got double the amount of rebounds Cat got. Double. And he got double.
Cat is All-NBA, 2-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, all rookie team, and averaging 22 and 11 for his career. How many points does Drummond have for his career right now?
Drummond has 8,000 for his career, and he got 8,000 rebounds. That's my point, bro.
Cat has
Go ahead, cop it, please.
Points. Cat has 8,000 points in 5 years and 4,000 rebounds in 5 years. He has 8,000 points in 5 years. And wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Drummond played 8 years.
And played a half of
8 years.
He
got double the rebounds.
How many games has Drummond played total in his career right now?
Drummond played 599 games total in his career. Karl-Anthony Towns played a total of 358.
So in 120 something less games, basically 120, 130 something less games.
No, 200. He's played 240 less games than Drummond.
So in 240 less games, he has the same amount of points.
Okay, he's a better scorer. That's it. That's all you can say is he's a better scorer. You can't say he's a better anything else. You can only say that he's a better
Hall of Fame resume right now.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
How many blocks does Drummond have right now?
Gee, what?
How many blocks does Drummond have for his career right now?
Drummond has 938 blocks in his career right now.
How many
Towns has 523.
How many assists Drummond got?
Karl-Anthony Towns has more assists
992.
than yeah,
992.
Guess who also turned the ball over 900 sometimes?
He
almost got more turnovers than Drummond do, and playing 40 less games.
The ball more, of course he does.
Okay then. So that's also why he got more assists. So I don't want to hear it.
He deserves to have the ball more. That he also deserves to have the ball more.
Drummond's career average is 13.8 total rebounds. I'm sorry, wait a minute. His career averages are 13.8 total rebounds and 14.5 points. He's a rebounder. He's an old school center.
Are 22 points, 11 rebounds, shooting 53% from the field and 39% from three.
Drummond shoots 54% from the field. And
this man shoots 53% from the field and 39% from three as a big.
He's a better scorer. That's all you can say he is. He's not a better defender than him. Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the worst defenders in the league.
Yes.
But both the same amount of All-Stars. They both made an All-NBA team. They both made an All-NBA team.
Yes, and Cat is the only one between them that has an actual
all-rookie team.
And Cat is the only one between them that has a individual award. Drummond does not have one. Drummond has no individual award. Individual awards matter.
Is an individual award?
No, it's
Rebound
not.
champ is individual. Yes, it is.
You literally get no trophy.
Title in the individual award.
It ain't a trophy.
Title individual award. It's not an award.
Trophy.
What?
It ain't no trophy.
A scoring title ain't no award. So you don't list scoring titles. When you talk about greatest players of all time, you never list scoring titles.
I mean,
it's an award. It's an award.
Listen.
It's an achievement.
Get
out of here with that.
Listen. You get two, but that's the first thing that you mention.
That's a lie.
It ain't.
They mention Michael Jordan. They mention his MVPs, and then they mention how many scoring titles he got.
Yes, no, they don't. They mention
how many championships he won, how many MVPs, and then how many scoring titles he got.
You're lying. They mention his rings. They mention they mention his rings. They mention his MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year awards, All-Star appearances, All NBAs. Then you start getting to the thing where they throw in scoring titles. About the sixth thing that you get to. If scoring title was the best thing on your resume, it ain't good for you. Unless you did it like 4 or 5 times.
Well, he about to be a 4-time rebounding champ. That's my whole point.
It's rebounding.
That's
my
whole point.
That much. It's rebounding. People don't care about rebounding that much. They don't. If they did, then Wallace would be in the Hall of Fame already. They don't care. He's like, no.
That's no. But Drummond's a better scorer than Ben Wallace.
So what?
Way better scorer than Ben Wallace.
So what? He's
not way better scorer than Ben Wallace.
So what? He's not a good enough. He is not a good enough offensive player to rack up offensive awards.
Way better from the field than Ben Wallace.
Not a
Ben
good
Wallace,
enough
41% free throw shooter.
That's
Drummond,
dope.
46.
This guy. That's dope. He's not a good enough offensive player to be able to rack up offensive awards. So unless he goes on some type of tear the next 7 to 8 years, which he could, who knows? I don't know. But I don't think he's on a Hall of Fame career path. Especially looking at the fact that he's probably playing in Cleveland and he's not going to be playing for championships, most likely.
I disagree with that. He don't have to be playing for championships, but he can still rack up All-Star appearances. You can't do that in Detroit. The games that no, that's a lie because the games in Cleveland still sell out. The games in Detroit don't sell out. They literally was trying to get people to get in the stands. They basically was giving away tickets. They not giving away tickets in Cleveland. What do you mean? What they got to do with their fan base is bigger now? The Pistons fan base ain't as big as the Cavs fan base no more. The Cavs fan base is bigger now because of LeBron James. So therefore, if you're Drummond, you got a better chance of being an all-star playing in Cleveland with these numbers than you do in Detroit. He gonna get more votes playing in Cleveland than he would in Detroit. Nobody was watching basketball in Detroit no more, bro.
I agree with that to a certain extent, but I think that also depends on how good the Cavs are. If they at the bottom of the East every year, you're not getting them votes, bro, because they're not gonna put them on that team. If you at the if at the bottom of the East, unless you go out there and do something like 20-18 or something like that, then it don't really matter what your team did. You averaging 20-18, that's crazy, bro. Even like this season, he had a crazy season, wasn't no all-star. Them numbers crazy. Now, if the Pistons were in the playoffs, them all-star numbers, you told me D Rose should be an all-star over him, and I told you no. If you give it to one, it got to be Drummond.
I did because of his notoriety, but I think his notoriety will get better in Cleveland. Also, this man has the Andre Drummond. You know what? I lie. He's not a Hall of Famer. Based off of this nickname alone, guess what this man's nickname is?
What?
Guess what animal they compare this man to?
A bear.
This man's nickname is a Big Penguin.
I've never heard nobody call that man Penguin. I've never once heard nobody call that man Penguin. But when talking about the Cavs, seriously, I think that adding Andre Drummond for what they got him for, which is basically second round picks, and they traded John Henson. I think that's a steal for them, especially if they can keep him. And again, pair that with Kevin Love, and maybe Tristan Thompson stays now. Who knows? Maybe he stays because the market isn't gonna be the same as we once predicted it was. You literally quite possibly might have the best rebounded front court in the history of basketball. Not even joking. Or one of the best rebounded front courts in the history of basketball. I don't want to say definitively the best because I can't think off the top of my head immediately. I mean, the Celtics were great. You had Larry Bird, you had McHale, you had Parrish. Obviously the Spurs, you had Duncan and Robinson. But I mean, hell, when they come to rebounding, Drummond, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson, that's a hell of a rebounding combination when you think about front court, especially bringing Tristan off the bench. Yeah. So I think that Cleveland has a chance to do something with this team for sure.
Is Double T's contract up this year?
Yeah.
They're not re-signing him.
I mean, you might. Maybe he doesn't want that much now.
They're not. That man gonna wind up playing in.
I hope the Rockets get him. I really hope the Rockets get him. I hope the Rockets somehow can figure out some money to get Tristan Thompson and bring him off the bench. I think that would be amazing for Houston.
They're not, but he gonna want too much money.
In this economy?
I mean, I think Tristan Thompson can command $100 million for like 4 years, 5 years. I'm dead ass. 100. I didn't say that's not a max contract though. That's not a max contract. That's well below a max contract. That's like 20 a year. He could $20 million a year. Yeah, I think he can. No? You don't think he can get $20 million a year?
In this economy? This was 2016 when they was handing out them deals to Mozgov, sure. In 2020? No, the hell he can't. He might get 50.
Somebody 60. Might still bet on him, though.
Ain't nobody paying that man that money. That's Montrezl Harrell money. He ain't getting that money. And I love Tristan. I think Tristan's a damn good basketball player.
I think Trez is max money, but I feel you.
I
mean, still $100 million for Trez is still amazing. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's actually talk about Draymond Green. There is a tweet that he liked that is slandering Ayesha Curry. So when she posted that picture of herself in the bikini, and everyone immediately went to bash her because she had made some comments in the past about her not showing. No, he took the like down, but the like was up there for hours.
He might not have meant to like it, G. He really no, because I like stuff all the time that like I don't
trying
really
to force his way out of. You think he's trying to force his way out of Golden State? How do you how do you like a specific troll tweet? It's from a troll account. The troll I remember seeing, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? It had like 13 followers on the troll account. How you randomly like a troll account tweet about Ayesha Curry?
Easy.
He might have saw it. Stay up there for hours.
Easy. He might have like saw it on the timeline and was like clicking on it, clicked on it to read it, liked it by mistake. Didn't know he liked it until hours later when people was like, "Yo, you like the tweet?" Like, "Oh damn, I like this tweet." I like tweets I don't mean to like all the time, bro.
Yeah, but how How did he get to this tweet? It had a
It probably
hashtag
came up on his timeline. It probably came up on his timeline.
From a troll account. It did it, bro. When I first saw the tweet, it had like a bro. It don't look literally when the NBA Central took a screenshot of it, it had 28 responses and 16 likes on it.
He might have saw it.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a popular tweet. You think he's trying to force his way out of Golden State?
Nah, I don't think that's a sign of him trying to force his way out of Golden State. I don't think
trying to create a rift.
Nah, I think he likes being in Golden State. I think if he leaves Golden State, it'll be because they want him gone, not because he's trying to force his way out. I think he helped build something there with those guys, and he wants to see it through. If he leaves, which he very well might, he might be gone, but I don't think that's going to be because he wants to go. Mm-hmm. I think that'll be because they want him gone. Like, nah, I think that was probably like a genuinely honest mistake. However he found it, I don't know. He might have been scrolling through Ayesha Curry news. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I think he probably clicked on the tweet, read it, by mistake, pressed the like button, literally didn't know he pressed the like button. Like, I don't think he would leave it up there for hours. If you want to be condescending, you like it for a second, then unlike it. I don't think he would leave it up there for hours and then just unlike it. I think he just probably literally genuinely did it by mistake. I don't Draymond doesn't strike me as someone who's that passive aggressive. It's a very passive aggressive thing to do, bro. Draymond doesn't strike me as passive aggressive. Draymond strikes me as very direct.
I mean, yeah, but just because he don't strike you as passive aggressive don't mean that he's incapable of doing it.
He was calling people bitches on the court. G. I don't think Draymond.
I mean, yeah, but Steph is the money man though, so you can't call him a bitch. Man. Yeah, but people don't respect KD like they respect Steph Curry. People really respect Steph Curry.
Like Draymond Green said.
People really, really respect Steph Curry.
Like Draymond.
CNN update.
Like Draymond said, if KD was serious about staying there and said the only way I'll stay is if Draymond Green is going off this team, guess what Draymond would have been? Not on the Warriors, somewhere else. That's a fact. No matter how much people respect him, whatever, Draymond would have had his ass in Orlando, and they would have sent Evan Fournier to the Warriors, and they would have ran out Steph, Clay, Evan Fournier, KD, and pick a center. So, no, I don't think that Draymond did that. I don't believe Draymond. I think that was an honest mistake, yo. I think that was an honest mistake, and that's a case of people having too much time on their hands to find that out.
No, I disagree with that. I don't think it's people having too much time on their hands to find it out. When you like stuff on Twitter, it pops up on everybody's timeline. He got millions of followers.
Which is why I think he did by mistake.
I'm not saying, like, hold on. Like you said about Zaza, I'm not saying Draymond did it on purpose, but I'm not saying that he did not meant to do it. In the words of the great philosopher, Pavy.
I don't think he meant to do it, but I also don't think he tried too hard to not do it.
I think he knew a simple, oh, shit, my bad. Oh, I gave the baby the phone. The baby was on the phone, like, that's a simple excuse in a text to Steph. But also, I think if you want to be passive aggressive and kind of push your way out because you don't like Wiggins or you don't believe in the future, and you got your money now, and you know that they got a trade kicker, but so you don't care if they got to trade you away. They lose, you don't lose. And I think.
Yeah, but why would Draymond want to be gone though? Like, what is his incentive for not wanting to be at Golden State no more? Who does he dislike? Ownership? Does he dislike ownership?
I mean, he could dislike ownership. He can just want to change the scenery.
Does he dislike Kerr?
I mean, if he disliked Curry, it don't matter. He could take that, turn it sideways, and shove it where the sun don't shine because the Warriors don't care about that.
I'm just saying, where is the motive for Draymond wanting to be gone from Golden State? I just don't see the motive. Like, what is the issue?
Why not? What's wrong with a change of scenery, G? They don't have any money left. They have no money to sign anyone.
Like, yes, I feel
Wiggins, Clay, and Steph forever.
You think they need more?
Yes.
They got a pick too.
Wiggins.
I told you, I believe in Wiggins. I still think Wiggins go out and get you 18, 19, 20 points.
They can't trade the pick because then they can't take no more salary back. So you have to trade they could trade Draymond in the pick.
Trade Wiggins in the pick.
I'll put it this way.
Wiggins and a pick for Rudy. We back at it.
No, I don't want Rudy.
Why not?
He just like literally stopped the NBA from getting Rona doing dumb
redemption
stuff.
Story.
It's not a great redemption story.
Great
Nobody
redemption
wants to see Rudy on stage crying after they win a ring and talking about I feel vindicated. No, you're not vindicated. That was still stupid. Shut your ass up, Rudy. Shut your ass up. I feel vindicated.
The image of that man touching all the mics and then actually getting coronavirus is quite possibly, with everything that's happened this year, it might get lost when we do like the rundown. But the image of him actually touching all the mics, going out his way to touch all the mics, who knows if that's how he got it. But then actually dead ass having coronavirus is one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
But not even actually having it. It's the act of just the sheer amount of arrogance. It's not even that he was being funny. It's because everybody in the locker room was saying he was being arrogant about it. So it's not even just about the mics. He was being an asshole, period.
And touching everybody else stuff.
Yeah, and then God was like, "Oh, you want to be an asshole? All right, I got something for you, player. What it do, player? What it do, player?" And then Rudy got that Rona. But anyways, a fan sent in a question which I actually like better than the question that you had about the best of 2010. I think we can talk about it.
I actually couldn't.
They said, what is the best draft of between 1984, 1996, and 2003?
I gotta go with 84, man. I gotta go with 84. Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, you got John Stockton, you got Charles Barkley. Like, those are some pillars of the league. First of all, you have Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Number one. You got Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon. How many MVPs is that? That's what Jordan got, like 6 of them. Hakeem got 1 of them. Barkley got another one. John Stockton, what all time? It's Stockton all time assist leader, or is it Mark Jackson?
John Stockton is the all. Hold on, let me see. I think it's Mark Jackson. No, it's John Stockton. John Stockton got 15,806 assists. Mark Jackson has 10,334 assists. But I also think Mark Jackson is one of them guys that I said not Hall of Fame play, but I think if you top 5 in any other main category, scoring, points, or assists, you should be a Hall of Famer.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should.
No.
Yes, you should.
But if I had to rank these drafts, I would say I would probably go.
He was the 87, 88 Rookie of the Year.
He was.
He
was, but no. No. He had a great career, though, but no. But shout out Mark Jackson. Now, I think Mark Jackson had a chance if he could have stayed on as a coach, because his basketball resume would have been so wide that, maybe you could have got in there. But no. But if I had to rank the drafts, I would probably say 84, just off the fact you got Jordan and like Hakeem. You got possibly the GOAT, and you got, somebody else that people consider top 10, and you got Chuck in there. I think 96 would be second. Steve Nash, AI. You got Kobe Bryant. You got Ray Allen. Even Marcus Camby was in that draft. Who else was in 96? Was Chauncey No, I think Chauncey came the next year. Let me see, 1996 draft. Who I was in 96? But even just the names I just said off the top of my head is a crazy list of names.
Yeah.
Steph, Antoine Walker, Peja was in that draft. Jermaine O'Neal was in that draft. Ilgauskas was in that draft. Tony Delk, he was even hard. He was in that draft. Malik Rose, a guy who had a very long NBA career, he was in that draft. Sharif Abdul-Rahim was nice. He was in that draft. Ray Allen, like I said, was in that draft.
Kerry Kittles.
Roy Rogers.
Jermaine O'Neal. Had the Malice in the Palace not happened, Jermaine O'Neal would probably be a Hall of Famer.
Facts. Ron Artest would too.
Yep. I agree.
So if I had to rank them, I would again say 84 first, just because of those first 3, like the 2 people I just saying, like the top 3. What's basketball without Hakeem and without Jordan?
96 might be close though.
It's close.
Because you got Kobe, you got Ray Allen, Iverson, Nash 2-time MVP, AI MVP, Kobe MVP. Starbury. Well, yeah, but then after that, it's kind of like
Yeah. I mean, like even what you got? Sam Perkins, great long NBA career. Alvin Robinson played for the Spurs, was hard. Otis Thorpe had a year. He was hard. Kevin Willis was also in this draft. You got Leon Wood, who was good until he got hurt. So you had some guys in this. Michael Cage was even decent.
Yeah, I put it this way: the top 5 guys in this draft. Jordan, Stockton, Barkley, Hakeem, Sam Perkins. In terms of like the highest value over replacement, I'm just looking at like the advanced stats. I'm just looking at like who was ranking where. And then after that, this draft is kind of mid for the 90s. I'm sorry, for 84. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really nobody that's really that great.
Alvin Robinson was really good, bro.
Yeah,
no,
Otis. I mean, no.
Otis Thorpe was good.
Yeah, he was decent. Otis Thorpe was decent. Yeah, Otis Thorpe got 17,000 points. Kevin Willis played forever.
I fuck with Sam Perkins. Leon Wood just got Leon. Well, no, actually, no. Leon Wood was not good. Leon Wood was bad and actually became a referee. So take that back. Leon Wood was not good. Michael Cage played a long time in the league.
Yeah, he was rebound. But I mean, compared to this '96 draft, though, this '96 draft go about 15 deep before you get to like some real mid. Actually, this '96 draft go about, because I don't even think Tony Delk was mid. I think once you get to Vitaly, I think once you get to Papa Pinko, then everybody below is mid. Like below that is like Jerome Williams, Samaki Walker, Moochie Norris, the Randy Livingston, them kind of guys. But everybody else in the top and there is fine. If you want to talk about 03,
03 after the first 8 picks, and then I want to say Josh Howard. I think Josh Howard was also in that draft. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you go LeBron. Well, in terms of points, right? LeBron, Melo, D Wade, Bosh, David West, Kyle Korver, Mo Williams, Kirk Heinrich, Boris Diaw, Barbosa, Kamen, Luke Rittenauer, Zaza. 03 ain't it, man. I would rather somebody say the draft.
D Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, OJ Mayo.
Yeah.
What was that? 08, is it? Not the 08 draft? I think it's the 08 draft.
Yes. Yeah, that was 2008.
Low key also the 2010 draft. I think it's the 2010 or is it the 09 draft? Is it the 09?
That 08 draft won that fire though. Yeah, won that fire. Let me see. I'm just looking at it. 2010 draft.
No, 2010 draft. 09. You had Blake Griffin, you had James Harden, you had Rubio, you had Steph Curry, you had DeMar DeRozan. Brandon Jennings had a little run there. Darren Collison was in that draft. Taj was in that draft. DeMar Carroll, Wayne Ellington. Solid draft.
I mean, after you know what? You got
3 MVPs in that draft.
Yeah.
With like three MVP award winners. As in Harden won it once, and you had Steph win it 2 times. In that
I think once you get up to Jody Meeks, then it's a decent draft. Pat Bev was in this draft too.
What, in 09?
Yeah, Pat Bev.
He didn't really get drafted, but like, wait, did he get drafted? Or did he?
Yeah, 42.
You're right. Yeah, Pat's in this draft. You have 1, 2. Do you think Blake's gonna make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, easily. He's got 13,000 points. 13,000 points, 5,000 rebounds. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year.
The reason why I'm saying I don't know is because Amari didn't make it. And his resume looks like Amari's, and Amari didn't make it, or hasn't made it yet. I don't.
His resume does look literally identical to Amari. He got more points than Amari. Amari got more rebounds though, but Blake got way more assists than Amari. Yeah. I think, I don't know. Blake.
I think these last couple of injuries really like.
I put it this way: Blake has to be an all-star at least one more time and make the playoffs one more time in his career in order for him to be a Hall of Famer. I think one more solid run for him.
Two more times.
I think one more would do it for him.
2 more solid runs.
One more, because I think one more run for him will put him around 17 to 18,000 points.
I'm gonna say 2 more solid runs. The reason I'm gonna say 2 more solid runs, because I think it would solidify him as like, because right now it looks like Deshaun Kemp, it looks like Amari Stoudemire. I mean, I don't think I can say he's definitively better than Tom Chambers, Blake Griffin, and Tom got 20,000 points and he ain't in the Hall of Fame. So I would say he need about 2 more runs. 2 more runs if he can be healthy, because Blake also has had a lot of injuries throughout his career. For me to say that he's for sure gonna make the Hall of Fame, like Ben Wallace ain't in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah.
Chris Webber ain't in there either. People hate C Webb, and his college career technically don't count, which is probably the reason why he ain't in there. But C Webb ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but is C Webb better than Blake Griffin?
Yes. Sacramento Kings, C Webb is better than anything Blake Griffin ever did. Yes. Relax. Yes.
Yeah. No, I think even Washington C Webb was on par. Early C Webb was cool. He just C Webb fell off like Ja Rule, G.
Nah, he just tore his knee up. Remember? Tore his knee up.
He told Ja knee up too.
Who got there? Chris Webber, Ja Rule. Put that man head on the wankster doll that bro threw in the garbage.
That's hilarious. I know. I might want to interview Ja Rule one day.
I do too, but Ja Rule know he got washed. Come on, he know, G. Rule know he got washed, G. Everybody knows he got washed, G. He know he got washed.
Alright, that's I just found a wankster dog. That is hilarious.
Put that man C-Web head on that man. C-Web and Ja Rule.
No. I was gonna say C-Web fell off like Ja Rule.
Yeah.
He did. That's hilarious. Bro.
Yeah, like I said, if I had to rank them, like I said, I'm gonna go 84. I'm gonna go 96. Then I'm gonna go 03. And then my sneak draft is actually 09. I think 09 was a sneaky good draft.
All right, I'm not mad at that. All right, so last 2 topics. What I want to know is, I don't know if you heard about it, but the NASCAR racer, the black NASCAR racer, Bubba
I didn't
Watson,
know there wasn't black NASCAR racers.
Found a noose in his garage. LeBron James just responded on Twitter about kind of right as we were starting this. He said, "Sickening at Bubba Watson, my brother. No, you don't have. I'm sorry. No, you don't stand alone. I'm right here with you as well as every other athlete. I just want to continue to say how proud I am of you for continuing to stand for a change here in America in sports. NASCAR, I salute you as well. Prayer hands, black fist emoji, king crown." What do you think about that? I mean, that's pretty much, I think that's the first public display of bigotry or racism within a sport that we've seen post the George Floyd murders and the George Floyd protests. What are your thoughts on it? And also, over NASCAR today, someone flew a Confederate flag with the sign that says "Defund NASCAR." What do you think about LeBron's response and athletes' response to this? And what do you think should be the overwhelming response for athletes?
I mean, I think everybody should not like what happened. Is it surprising? No. I mean, even LeBron got nigger spray painted on his door, on his house door, and that's in Brentwood. So we talking about the Deep South NASCAR. You got to understand the audience that usually watches NASCAR. It ain't too many of us. They usually from the South, the Deep South at that. So, I mean, obviously when they took the Confederate flag down, a lot of people who are their target, which is why I thought it was so dope that they did that, because that's their target audience. Like, they're not targeting us. We not out there at NASCAR events. We not out there watching NASCAR. Like, it's them white folks from the deep South and Mississippi and Louisiana. Those are people who watching watching NASCAR. Yeah, like that's Louisiana 500. Like, that's who watching NASCAR. I only saw NASCAR growing up because my dad from Tallahassee, Florida. So like that's like some South shit. You get out there and you race. That's some South shit. Us Northerners ain't giving a damn about no NASCAR. Now, is it unfortunate? Of course it's unfortunate. Am I shocked? No. And I'm happy that other athletes are rallying around Bubba. And I mean, I want to let him know like he got support from all of us at least. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate to see that here we are in 2020 still going through some of the same things that people would have went through in the 50s, but it is what it is. We know the fight ain't over. The fight won't ever be over probably. You got to keep pushing and stay out there, stay safe, and just stick together, stay behind each other. I mean, it's like I said, it's unfortunate, but I'm not shocked. It's NASCAR, bro. It is NASCAR.
Yeah. I mean, I yes, but it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate seeing that, and if I'm him, go ahead. I'm gonna keep. I mean, and like he said, I think he said his mother said they just trying to scare him. And if I'm him, I wouldn't be scared either, because honestly, something happens to that man, it's not gonna be pretty for America as a whole. So, like they can do all that if they want to, but nobody's gonna. I pray to God nobody is actually stupid enough to try to take that man's life or harm that man.
It's just not something you're gonna get away with. Like, you're not gonna get away with it.
Yeah, you're not gonna get away with that.
I don't ever doubt how stupid people are. There are a lot of hateful and ignorant, which is a deadly combination.
Yes.
Hate and ignorance is a deadly combination. A lot of people are hateful, but they ain't ignorant. They just hateful. Hateful and ignorant is a very deadly combination. But that's something like you're not gonna get away with. It's too high profile. Relax, bro. That's not a battle you're gonna win. You just gonna have to take that L.
Yeah, I agree. But last topic, I actually did want to talk about this really quickly, because I also think YouTube will like us talking about this. Giannis. A fan asked, do we believe that Giannis will re-sign with the Milwaukee Bucks after next season? Now, obviously, technically right now, the NBA's finals would be over, right? And we would have had a champion. So we would be technically, this would have been the topic of conversation this summer about, will this be Giannis's final season as a Buck? So we know that they're probably going to come back and play in the bubble, and then basically after a month immediately get back into the season. Do you think that Giannis is going to be a Milwaukee Buck after next season? Do you think that as of by next June, Giannis, or actually, do you think by next July 4th, Giannis will be a Milwaukee Buck?
I hope so. I really, really hope Giannis does stay. I think that that organization has done the best they possibly can to do right by Giannis and put pieces around Giannis. Will it work? Who knows? We got to see him get back on the court. Also, we got to see how next year goes. But I also think a lot of the Bucks' success rides on Giannis. And again, I hope he stays. I really do. I don't want to see everybody leaving their teams. I mean, it's dope that, players have to play him, but I think Giannis staying in Milwaukee would be a great story. Like, they got that new arena that they just built. It looks like a new, beautiful arena. I mean, Milwaukee isn't the worst place on earth. Like, I mean, I don't think it's, incredible. It ain't like New York, but it ain't the worst place on earth.
I've only been in Milwaukee, I've been in Milwaukee a bunch of times, but I don't remember it ever going to Milwaukee.
It's not like that franchise has no franchise history. Yeah. They did have Oscar Robertson. They did have, Kareem. Yeah. They have had those great teams. Cinder. Yeah. They didn't have Kareem. You're right. They had Luau Cinder. They had those great teams in the 80s. Sidney Moncrief. I think Terry Cummings was a part of that team. I think Marcus Johnson, his name was a part of that team. So they had good teams in the 80s. So I hope he stays. I really do. I can't say for sure because, again, like you're right, the finals will be over. We would have a clear picture of the playoffs. I think a lot of it depends on what happens the next two playoffs. But I mean, hey, you were 2-time MVP there.
You gave him everything.
You gave him like really you gave him everything. Like, you did the best that you could. And at certain, when LeBron left Cleveland, there was a really, what you could say, y'all didn't get that man enough where he felt like he could go out there and win.
Yeah.
Milwaukee then gave this man about damn near everything you could to at least put a competitive team out there around him.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he stays. Really do. I hope he stays.
Yeah. I personally think that he's gonna leave, and I don't blame him for leaving. I want him to leave. If I'm him, I have my eyes on New York, because I think New York is gonna get the #1 pick in this draft, and they're gonna draft LaMelo Ball.
Dolan
and then if I'm Giannis,
Dolan got to go though.
Dolan's not going anywhere.
I know, but I think that Dolan
New York Knicks is a cash cow. It's like owning the Yankees. You don't sell the Yankees.
Yes.
You do not sell the New York Yankees.
Yes,
you own it and you keep it. Even if you run it into the ground. Go ahead.
But at the same time, I think Dolan is everything he's doing is just bad. Like everything, even and my thing was even with like I think he was the only team that didn't issue a statement about a social justice statement. Even if you don't believe it, lie. Everybody else doing it. Lie.
Nah, don't lie. I'd rather you be real. If him and Trump is homies, be real. Show me your real hate. Also, why I say all these players need to go and make their own leagues. But I think Giannis would do good going there.
Different conversation from saying, "Hey, we don't want black people to get killed."
No, because your homie is not supporting that message right now.
Wildly, in my opinion,
them NBA owners is not taking that team from him. They would have to vote that man out.
Obviously, they not.
So if I'm Giannis, I mean, okay, I understand maybe not the Knicks, but if not the Knicks, then I'm looking to go to the Warriors or I'm looking to go to the Heat. I think me, Jimmy, and Kendrick Nunn can win a championship.
Keep it G with you, me. I would either say Heat or the Bulls. Seriously, the Bulls. I think that the fact that it's not that far away from Milwaukee ain't like you got to uproot your whole family. It's really, a much bigger market. Nah, the Bulls. They have cap room.
The Bulls.
They have cap room. Ain't like they cap strap. I think Zach LaVine deal would be up. Like basically you have free books. You're on Nike. Nike is gonna want a base in like Chicago. Michael Jordan. You coming off the heels like the documentary, and coming off the heels of the All-Star game. The Bulls. I would either say Miami, the Bulls, or
80 left LA and to sign with the Bulls, and then next year Giannis went to sign with the Bulls, and it's like 80 and Giannis.
I would either say Miami, the Bulls, or the Lakers. The reason why I say the Lakers is because technically, if they don't sign anybody back, which they'll have basically clean books in 2 years, they could actually sign Giannis. Now everybody else will be on minimum deals, but they could actually sign Giannis. That could it dead ass.
If I'm Giannis, I'm the MVP. I don't want to go play with LeBron. That's LeBron's team.
I mean, yes, but at that. I mean, sure, but at that point, yes, but at that point, LeBron would be, 37, 38 years of age. But like I said, if I had to pick 3 destinations for Giannis, I would say, honestly, I would put the Bulls first for Giannis. Reason being is market is not that far away. Ain't like got to uproot your whole family. The lifestyle ain't that different. He came to America and came to Milwaukee. So I don't even know how much he wants to go in and completely learn a whole different side of America. It's an easy transition. Again, it's right down the road.
Playing Florida. Florida is wild.
Like Chicago is
a whole nother place.
Chicago is right down the road. I mean, there's not too many other markets bigger than Chicago. Like, I mean, I think that we're from there, so we think of it one way, but Chicago's a big ass city, bro. It's a huge market, especially if you can build a winner and win basket and win. Chicago loves winners, and they ain't had one in a minute. If you bring Giannis and you put him in that environment, and again, you would also have a hub and Nike, and basically if you go there, you have a free team because again, the Bulls don't have any real contract issues. Everybody's gonna be gone in 2 years, and if you don't like Lowry, you don't like Wendell, you don't like Chris Dunn, you don't like trade them all, get them all out of here. Bye, go ahead, leave. So honestly, I would say, like I said, the Bulls, the Heat, and then a distant third for me would be the Lakers.
Yeah, the Bulls do have new management. Oh snap,
we got new management.
We got new management. We gonna get Giannis.
Relax, calm down. You don't know yet.
Bro, we're going to get Giannis. I'm so glad you just said this. If you're a Bulls fan right now, thank Pavy because he just convinced me exactly why Giannis will be a Bull. Giannis is going to be a Bull in 2020. 2021. 2021. Giannis for the Chicago Bulls 2021. Giannis, I'm starting it right now. Giannis see red. Giannis sees red. Actually, I'm finna tweet it right now. Hashtag Giannis sees red. All right.
I mean, even if it's a, which is actually weird now, but even if it's a subject of like Giannis, you want to trade Giannis and get something out of it. I personally think the Bulls have pieces that I wouldn't mind trading for Giannis. I think you could trade a high draft pick. You could trade a Zach LaVine. You can trade anybody on the roster. Trade them all. Take them all. And
I actually think I don't know if you trade Zach LaVine, but honestly, I wouldn't mind if I'm I wouldn't trade Zach LaVine to Milwaukee.
If Milwaukee says give me Zach LaVine, you trade that man for Giannis.
No, I think Milwaukee gonna want Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter, and probably Kobe White.
They're gonna have to take Zach because of contract. Zach got the most money.
Let's do an NBA trade, right? NBA trade machine. Let's see. NBA trade.
Ignore Otto because Otto's deal runs out this year. So
I don't care about Otto.
I'm just saying, ignore Otto's. I'm just saying, ignore Otto's money.
He ain't even in there. So Giannis for Zach LaVine. Okay, so Giannis
Zach LaVine
for hold on a minute. For Lauri Markkanen. Oh yeah, Lauri don't make no money. Lauri Markkanen, Thad Young, and Wendell Carter Jr. for Giannis. It's successful. Thad Young, Kobe White, Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr. and a pick for Giannis. It says the Bulls are projected minus 13 wins. Psych.
Yeah, but check it out though. If I'm the Bulls, I would actually want to keep Lauri and Giannis. Again, I don't think Lauri's a bad basketball player. I just don't think he's as good as y'all think he is. I don't think Lauri's bad. I think Lauri have a 13, 14-year NBA career, if so he chooses to have one. I would just rather actually pair that with them. And even if, let's say AD does a thing where he does, a 1 year and a player option. I mean, like it's AD. AD gonna get the money he want as long as the earth is the earth. He gonna get the money.
Otto's gonna opt in. He has a $28 million player option.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. Did he opt into it already for this year?
No. What I'm saying is he's got a 2020-2021 player option.
He does?
Hold on, let me see. His contract says yes. Yeah, he got a player option for 2020. For $28 million. He's gonna opt in. So if I'm them, fine. I'm gonna put Otto Porter. I'm gonna give them Thad Young. I'm gonna get actually, you know what? I don't even need to get him. I don't even need to get him Thad Young. I don't even need to get him. I'm gonna undo Thad Young.
Give me Wendell, give me Kobe, and give me every single pick you got.
Kobe? So you don't want Lauri. Okay. All right. Picks, they got a first round in 2021. Yeah, but I think if Giannis leaves, they're gonna ask him to let them know before All-Star break, I think.
I agree. That's why I said.
So if I'm the Bulls, I'll do top 5 first round protected, and I'll do 2024
top 3 protected because I'm petty.
Top 3 protected. All right, that's fine. And let's try this. And then for Giannis, and are you trading anybody else back to the Bulls other than Giannis?
Like DJ Wilson or something like that.
Giannis and DJ Wilson. DJ Wilson is not. Oh yeah, he is. He's on there technically. Okay, trade to the Bulls. Let's try this trade. This trade is a success. It says the Bulls are projected 27 wins plus 27 wins. Crazy.
And the
Bucks are projected decrease in 27 wins though.
And which I don't think they would. Well, yeah, they would probably decrease 27 wins. They were on pace to win 60 games. I still think they could probably push out a 48.
70 games this year.
I still think they could push out a 48 win season if you trade the little pieces back. 48, possibly even a 50 win season.
Yeah, because you would still have Bledsoe, you would still have Middleton. Otto would be the small forward. The only problem is they wouldn't have a power forward, but Wendell, I would assume, would be the starting center. And then honestly, if in this draft or next draft you draft the power forward and figure it out.
Actually, you can just put Brook can go from power forward to center.
Actually, I will put Wendell at power forward. He's 6'9". His mama wanted him to have the ball and more anyways.
I would just put them in the front court and tell them figure it out. We got back court and we got front court. Lopez and Wendell, y'all in the front court.
Yeah.
And y'all can rotate back. Defensively, Brook can play the 5, you play the 4, whatever. Figure it out. Yeah. Front court, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I actually and I think the All-Star game being in Chicago, you finally getting to see what the city could be like. I mean, like you said, Chicago plays. I mean, even when I talked to Jabari about it,
there was a lot to talk about Chicago being a mecca of basketball. How do you feel about that?
In a ways, but to be honest with you, we don't have enough summer basketball. People don't stay, so you can't say it's the mecca of basketball if you don't come back home. Like, I'm the only pro that basically comes back home. Like, I've been there since I've been drafted. So in order to be the mecca, we gotta have like more guys just support and show up. So, you know, I'm kind of indifferent when it comes to that statement.
It's not a place where NBA players really spend a lot of time at. Usually in season, you go, it's cold. You probably not out too much. You know, it's winter months, unless you go there for the playoffs. But in the playoffs, I don't really know how much guys hanging out like that mid-playoffs. You know, usually in the season, you go, it's cold. So it's not a place where you're going to go and spend too much time at. So you really might not see what the city has to offer. I think bringing All-Star Weekend there, and we had this conversation before, I think Chicago just has a different, since, you know, things have been built up, I think it has like a different life. And you can live a different lifestyle in Chicago now than what maybe you could have 20 years ago. And I think that All-Star Weekend helped. And again, I think that Chicago honestly should be number one on Giannis's list. And again, never forget, he's on Nike. I'm sure Nike wants another guy in the Midwest, in Chicago.
They got a headquarters in Chicago.
It ain't too far down the road. Chicago.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, shout out to everybody. Thank you for watching Hoops and Brews. We appreciate it. As always, it's your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, PJ. That's REELTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you damn dummy. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe right now to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/HNB. Go subscribe right there. We plan on having more content, unveiling stuff. Help support us. We'll probably do some exclusive live streams eventually on our Patreon once our audience and subscribership gets up a little bit more. So make sure you all go subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/HNB. Make sure you subscribe to our new Twitter handle for HNB Media, HNB Media TV. That's our new Twitter handle. You can also follow the Hoops and Brews account at Hoops and Brews. You can also follow King Watch, which is our all LA account, at King Watch LA. Also follow our Clippers account at New Show in LA. We still plan on covering the Clippers throughout the playoffs. I actually reached out to them on Friday to see how we can become more involved and get more content for you guys surrounding the Clippers. As always, this show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavy. Go ahead, get your plug in, talk to the people.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavy World, Pavy World, all one word. Pavers.com. Make sure y'all go check that out.
Yes, and as always, this has been Hoops and Brews starring Pavy and TPJ, and we will get up with you all next time. Be safe, do not drink and drive. And make sure that if you are under the age of 21 in America or under the age of 18 in Canada, you're not drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. You can hurt somebody. And until next time, we will get up with you all later. Thank you all for tuning in.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Roll up this, you pullin' up, you know it. Fresher than a max contract. Pullin' up, we walking in the back.
Every time you see me, know I look like Stephen Curry money. Like finals every year, what you expect from me? Still struggle with security, what's that life?